Friends, we were discussing the poem Home and Love, and today we shall continue with the poem. So, Home and Love. Let us read the first stanza of the poem. Just home and love, the words are small, 4 little words unto each, and yet you will not find in all the wide and gracious range of speech. 2 more so tenderly complete, when angels talk in heaven above, I am sure they have no words more sweet than home and love. So, here, from the first stanza, the poet wants to say to us that home and love. The words are too small and 4 letters each, but they convey a wide and gracious range of speech. So the meaning of gracious here is kind or pleasant and sweet. The words home and love, they are so pleasant and they express the inner emotions of attachment with each other. The words are very loving, simple and sweet to hear. When angels talk in heaven, they have no other words to talk than home and love. That is the last line the poet is saying to us. When angels talk in heaven above, it says that when angels talk in heaven above, I am sure they have no words more sweet than to talk home and love. So the angels talk above home and love. So let us read the second stanza of the poem. Just home and love, it's hard to guess which of the two were best to gain. Home without love is bitterness. Love without home is often pain. No, each alone will seldom do. Somehow they travel hand and glove. If you win one, you must have two. So here the word meanings is word hard is the meaning is that impossible, and bitterness is meaning is anger. Seldom, the meaning of seldom is here rare. And hand and glove, the meaning of hand and glove is in close cooperation. Okay. So what is the meaning? The second stanza, the writer wants to assure us that when we read the second stanza of the poem, we see that the poet is a bit confused how to distinguish the best between home and love. So we can say that home and love are so inseparable that it is hard to decide which of the two is best. Love without home is bitterness, and home without love is pain. Each alone is never enough. Somehow they always go together. If you again love, you should also have home. If you gain home, you should also have love. So you must have both together. That means we should have home and love. It go hand in hand. So we can say that these two words, home and love, are interconnected. They go in close cooperation. Okay, that's the second stanza is telling to us. Now let us move to the last stanza, that's the third stanza of the poem. And if you have both, well, then I am sure you ought to sing the whole day long. It doesn't matter if you are poor. With these to make divine your song. And so I praisefully repeat, when angels talk in heaven above, there are no words more simply sweet than home and love. So the meaning is divine here is heavenly, and praisefully meaning is admirably. Simply means obviously. So the last stanza, what is the poet telling to us? So the last stanza, the poet assures that when a man possesses both home and love, he spends the whole day in happiness. Again the poet says that when a person has both home and love, even if he is poor, he feels happy. He sings the song the whole day of gratitude to God and always thank Him. So repeat the words again. The poet repeating the words again, saying that when angels talk in heaven above, there are no words more simply sweet than home and love. So the writer is continuously telling. The first stanza when we look, we can say that he says it, the last two lines, the repetition of the line. When angels talk in heaven above, I am sure they have no words more sweet than home and love. Again he is repeating the second stanza, the second stanza of the last line. There is no word, if you win one, you must have two, both home and love. And there are no words more simply sweet than home and love. And when angels talk in heaven above, there are no words more simply sweet than home and love. That's the explanation of the poem which I gave you right now. I hope you have understood the poem and the explanation of the poem. So, the homework is that you will learn the word meanings which are given here and also learn the 8 lines of the poem and read the poem again and again, understand it and also underline the difficult words and find out the word from the dictionary. And also I have told you right now what are the word meaning which are difficult for you. So once again I will repeat the difficult words. Here the first stanza, the second line, unto. Unto means to here, to. And gracious means kind. Tenderly meaning is soft. Hard means impossible. Bitterness, anger. Seldom, rare. Hand and glove, in close cooperation. Okay. Praisefully means admirably. And simply meaning obviously. So that's the difficult word meanings which are given here. Thank you students for listening.